The Dreamy Panda. Once upon a time, deep in a magical forest, there lived a fluffy panda named Pippin. Pippin loved to play, climb trees, and munch on bamboo all day, but when the sun began to set, Pippin's friends would start yawning, and everyone would curl up to sleep. Pippin, however, didn't quite like the idea of sleep. "It's dark and quiet at night," Pippin would say, "and I don't know what happens in the dark. What if something scary happens while I'm asleep?" Pippin's friends would smile and tell him that sleep was nothing to fear, but Pippin just wasn't sure. One evening, as Pippin sat under the stars, he heard a soft voice. "Are you afraid of sleep, little panda?" Pippin blinked in surprise. He turned around and saw a glowing butterfly, its wings sparkling like tiny stars. "I'm not sure if I'm afraid of sleep," Pippin admitted. "It's just so quiet and dark, and I don't know what's out there when I'm not awake." The butterfly fluttered closer and gave Pippin a gentle smile. "You don't have to be afraid," she said softly. "In this forest, sleep is a magical adventure. If you close your eyes and trust the dream magic, you'll see wonders you've never imagined." Pippin was curious but still a little unsure. "Magical adventures in sleep?" he asked. "How can that be?" The butterfly waved her wings, and in a swirl of sparkles, the forest around Pippin started to change. Trees turned into glowing lanterns, casting a soft light. The ground turned into a bouncy cloud, soft and fluffy. Pippin looked around in awe. "Where are we?" Pippin asked, his eyes wide with wonder. "We're in Dreamland," the butterfly said. "This is where all your dreams come to life. Here, sleep is not something to fear. It's a place of magic and joy. All you need to do is relax and let your imagination take you on an adventure." With the butterfly's soft encouragement, Pippin decided to give it a try. He closed his eyes and slowly sank into the soft cloud beneath him. He felt warm, safe, and peaceful, just like when he curled up with his favorite blanket at home. Suddenly, Pippin found himself floating in a gentle river, surrounded by rainbow-colored fish that danced and sparkled in the water. The river carried him smoothly through a forest where trees had candy cane trunks and leaves that shimmered like gold. Pippin giggled. "This is amazing. I never knew sleep could be so much fun." The butterfly fluttered beside him. "This is only the beginning. Let's see where your dream takes you next." The world around Pippin began to shift. The river turned into a soft, rolling hill where Pippin could roll and tumble like a little ball of fluff. He rolled down the hill, laughing with joy, and ended up at a magical garden where flowers sang lullabies. "I didn't know flowers could sing," Pippin said, eyes wide with excitement. "Dreams are full of surprises." The butterfly laughed. Soon, Pippin felt himself gently floating into the sky, drifting past fluffy clouds that felt like cotton candy. The stars sparkled like diamonds, and Pippin could almost touch them as he floated higher and higher. The night sky was no longer dark or scary. It was full of beauty and wonder. As he sailed through the air, Pippin realized something important. He wasn't afraid anymore. Sleep wasn't a scary thing. It was an adventure, a journey into a world full of magic, joy, and endless possibilities. Before he knew it, Pippin found himself back in the forest, lying on a soft cloud under the twinkling stars. The butterfly gave him a knowing smile. "Now you understand, little panda," she said softly. "Sleep is a beautiful adventure, and every night you can return to Dreamland and explore new wonders." Pippin smiled, feeling calm and happy. "Thank you, butterfly. I can't wait to sleep and see what adventures tomorrow's dream will bring." From that night on, Pippin looked forward to bedtime. He knew that sleep wasn't something to fear. It was his time to journey into a magical world where he could explore, play, and dream. Every night was a new adventure, and Pippin couldn't wait to fall asleep and see where his dreams would take him. And so, in the heart of the magical forest, Pippin the panda learned that sleep was not something to be afraid of. It was the beginning of every night's wonderful adventure.